Okay, it wasn't too bad actually with this. It's very stiff still, but it is moving. Now, what I had to do, and I had to be very careful because I don't actually like using a hammer unless I absolutely have to. But what I did, there you go, there's movement. So what I've done is I've put my hand underneath to push upwards, and then with the hammer, very gently tipping it, so that is now moving and more freely, and I can spin now. You can see I'm moving it with my finger. I can spin, so I'm going to kind of hold that down and just keep pushing up. Now I've got penetrating oil on, which is going to start to free up. Now what's restricting it is just grime and dirt holding it. But now that bar comes out and it's filthy, but that can go in my to clean pile. Now it then leaves this, which will just wiggle out. There you go. Now this mechanism, because it's in it, you've just seen me pull it out from the side, but that helps to lever, that levers up. When this lever goes up, this slides up and it pushes this little fella here. You can just about see if I move it with my finger. That little fella pushes in on the right hand side where the tension discs are. When that pushes in, it pushes the little, there's a pin inside the tension assembly, it pushes that pin out, and that's what releases the tension discs. So when you lift your presser foot up, it is levering against this spring and pushes your pin out, which releases tension. But the other thing that I can now do, hang on, I need to stay there, I just need a flash wipe. Right. Flash wipes are very good at just getting all the grease off your hands. I should really use gloves, but I find gloves kind of restrict feeling, and I want to be able to feel. It just means I get very grubby. Okay, so I want to continue taking it. Now, does that have a bolt on the back? No. Sometimes they have a bolt on the back. You can see I'm putting my finger at the back, but there isn't a bolt. So now this can come out. Now I need a jar because I need to clean this up because it's and then that's, where's the grub screw? There was a grub screw with that. Always make sure you organise your pots. There's the grub screw. Keep it all together. And then that's the screw for the presser lever, and then this will slide straight out. Okay, so when I get to a point I'm putting it back together, you do it in the same order that you take it off, so I know that once this is clean, this goes in first and screws in, and then the block thing slides in, and then my pole goes in, and then I can use the grub screw to just lock that in, and then I can be loading up the spring. Now, can I see a decal? Still nothing yet, but I can. Let me take the camera off and I can show you more the inside. There is, where's my pointy? I don't have a pointy, I'm gonna have to use a screwdriver. Now you can see, that doesn't look like a decal. Usually if there's a decal, it's up the back somewhere, but I can't really see it. All I can see is lots of horribleness. But with the bar not being there, it does, sorry, I'm jiggling again. With the bar not being there, it means I can really get in and clean all of this out. What I may do actually is take this out. Let me see if I can do that on camera without injuring myself. Oops. Right, that in. Let me turn it a bit so you can see. I need another screwdriver, not that one. Let's try this one. Let's see, can I? Oh, look at that, nice and easy. In which case, let's get a pot ready. Okay, little dippy pot. Because this will also come out. This does have a spring on it. You can see there's the spring. But because I've taken this side off, this will come out. It's just going to make it easier. And because I'm putting them all in separate pots, I know exactly what screw is for what. Now that should lift. Excellent. And let's very gently get that out. So, another dead spider. No, it's just, sorry, put this on camera. So you can see it's filthy, but still worth cleaning. So now, all I have left in here is the main needle bar. Now, as I say, I am not taking any of this apart. What I will do is just scrub and clean it all out, get rid of all the grot. And what is that? Oh no, that's just ingrained fluff and muck. So I'm going to just clean all of that inside, and what I will use initially is just my nylon brush, and that will help to just scrape some of the muck, the loose muck off. As you can see, what I've done is I've just, because my bobbin area is all nice and clean, I don't want that to get dirty now. So I've just got kitchen towel on top, and that's just going to catch any of the muck. And where I put penetrating oil in, it will just drip into the kitchen towel. So this is going to be my next job, is just to clean up. And I believe a lot of the inside should be like a dark metal. Those screws might shine up like a brass colour, maybe, I can't remember. And you can see that this is, obviously, that's actually not too bad a condition. So it's a long, slow process. For me, it's enjoyable. I enjoy doing it. But if there's any rusty, really nasty bits, then I will get the spray some WD-40. But it looks like it's just surface muck. Yeah, you can see it starting to all come out. So I will just give it a good scrub out. What I will do is I will polish this. Now, will that move down? Yeah. So is there, if I turn it, can I see a decal? No, it doesn't look like there's a decal there. Oh, that's a shame. Unless it's at the back. Maybe I'll see it when I clean it up. So yeah, it will mean that I'm going to have to move, even though I haven't got a balance wheel on the back now. I'm just turning the rod. But I'll just move this round, keep cleaning it up, and once all the surface muck is off, I can then put some sewing machine oil just in these points, just to help wash out any dirt. I will do a full oil afterwards, but it's not something I start yet. I want to get it clean first. There's no point putting nice clean sewing machine oil in while it's still mucky, because it just congeals to the muck, and then that's just horrible. What was the other thing I was going to show you? Yeah, once I've cleaned, I will polish this rod up, and that's where my auto sole and my string comes in, because it's quite easy to do. The other thing I haven't taken off yet is the needle clamp. I forgot to do that, so I will take that off, although that's relatively clean. And this thread guide I will take off as well and give that a clean. It means I can access the rod a lot easier. Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to video cleaning this up, but you can see it's just going to be lots of just cleaning and like scraping, just to get all the surface muck off, and really get inside. Oh, look at that. Can you see that? Can you see that coming up? Oh, hopefully that's in there. So I'm just cleaning the muck off the back, And there it is. There is the decal signature. Is that a Y? Is it a Y? So this is just the nylon brush. Y or an upside down T? Ooh, not too sure. Or an L, could be an L. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, because I mentioned this before, I can't remember which video, but I've mentioned this before. When the machines were in the factory getting made, they would, once the decals went on, the person in charge of doing the decal, of actually putting the decals on, had to do their own signature mark. I think this was predominantly females that were in charge of the decal, putting the decals on, but they would put their own mark, their own signature inside the faceplate as a quality stamp almost. So if something went wrong, the foreman could find out who did the decals on this machine. So there is the unique signature for this machine. I'm gonna make it it looks more of a Y, unless, well, I don't know. Some of the ones I've seen do look like actual letters. I mean, that could just be 2 lines, who knows? But it's a unique mark to, for that particular individual on this machine. So it's, a bit like the serial number. Your decal mark inside behind your faceplate is unique to that machine. It would be lovely to find out if someone has the same mark as this, and then we know that the person doing or predominantly the female that was doing the decals has done both of our machines, which is kind of cool. But there you go. I'm glad that came up on camera actually. Okay, I'm going to carry on doing all the cleaning, and then may start on pots. What I will probably do is with the main pot, like all the stuff that's in pots. All the stuff that's in pots, I will probably just film that on a higher speed. So if you want to just watch me doing a lot of scrubbing and cleaning, I'll put those. I can do that in one session. I normally do all the rust cleaning first with my pots, and then I'll stop, wipe everything down so it's all nice and clean and dry, and then I will do the polishing side. But I'm not too sure how I'm gonna show that all to you because I don't want you being bored out of your heads just watching me with a brush just scrubbing. I wouldn't want to watch that. But I will continue talking through. If there's something particularly stubborn about the cleaning or something interesting, then I will film it. But for now, the more I'm looking at this, the more I can see how much cleaning needs to be done. For now, I am just gonna concentrate off camera. I won't film it, but just cleaning up this area, and then that is done, and it means the bobbing section is done. Then I can work on the back of the machine, and then the bit that I'm not looking forward to, and that's flipping it on its side and doing all of the underneath. That might be another day though. Okay.